Guys, so today we're going to be kicking off 15.4 and we are going to be talking about rational numbers today. Today's agenda, what we're going to do a warm up real quick, kind of review past content. I will give you permission to skip that section if you are feeling super confident, but if you are struggling, I do want you to practice those concepts because there will be a test coming up soon. So after 15.5. So get ready because there will be a test during this distance learning time. So we're going to do a warm up, quick intro to 15.4. That do not skip, okay? And then lastly, you can start your dynamic classroom on big ideas after I give you a quick intro. And then last, you will do your 15.4 homework on big ideas. So we are going to go down. We're going to scroll, if it'll let me. I don't think it's going to let me. All right, there we go. Nate, let me scroll. So what I want you to do right now is pause the video, try out these 3 different problems, and then check back in to see how you did. All right, so let's give this a good try. So if you guys wrote down the cubes last time when we did 15.3, this will be very helpful for the number 1 and 2. So I'm going to start with the cube root of 27. And I know that that is 3 because 3 times 3 times 3 equals 27. And then I'm going to add that to 2 with an answer of 5. Easy peasy. Moving on to number 2. I need to know the cube root of 8. And off the top of my head, I know that that's 2 because 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8. And then don't forget there's a negative sign on the outside and you're doing 1 minus 2 and that's negative 1. Final answer. All right, big throwback to Pythagorean theorem. You need to know this. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. So you're just going to fill in the information that they give you into your formula. A equals 21. Need to square it. I'm going to plug in b, which is 28, and I need to square that as well. And then I'm solving for my c squared. Go ahead, simplify it. 21 times 21 is 441. And then 28 times 28 is 784. Add those two together. Let's see, I got 1,225. Is that my final answer? No, because I want to know what is c, and right now I know what c squared is. Therefore, I need to square root both sides to find this out. And a lot of you guys have been using Google. I would like for you to stay away from it, but do know 35 equals c. All right, so now on to today's lesson. We are going to be converting between different forms of rational numbers. And yes, we have done this before this school year, but we're taking it to the next level here in a little bit that you'll notice where it's a little bit different. So rational numbers, I have faith that you can read the definition. Terminating decimals, know that those are ones that stop, have an end to it. So 0.25, you know that the next number is 0. Repeating decimals, that means they go on, and on. So there is no end. You can assume that the next number in this 5.22222, the next one's a 2, not a 0. It doesn't end. It keeps going. And then the negative 4.38, it's repeating the 3, the 8, the 3, the 8. Okay, so that's what we're going to be working with today. Obviously, the terminating ones are going to be a lot easier than repeating decimals, but we've got this. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to do kind of a refresher with you. Writing fractions and mixed numbers as decimals, And then we're going to move into an example that's way different than what we've been doing before. So let's kind of refresh the memory of how to write this fraction as a decimal. So there's a couple ways that you can do this. You can know that 1 is obviously the whole number in this case before the decimal, and then you would change 4 25ths into a decimal. And we learned way back in topic 6 to make a fraction a decimal is do top divided by bottom. Yes, I am welcoming a calculator, but I am not welcoming Google. So be careful. If I see you on Google, I'm not going to be very happy. So 4 divided by 25 in my calculator, I got 0.16. 0.16 is not my answer because don't forget we had a 1 before. So that's 1 as a whole after the decimal is the 0.16. And that would be my final answer. What I would recommend to you is to use this method of, let me erase what I did. Erase, erase, erase. Is change this into an improper fraction. So I would do, let's do this over here. I do 1 times 25, which is 25, plus the 4, and you would change this into 29, keep the denominator of 25. This is way easier when you go to type this into your calculator, and I'll show you what I'm doing, just in case you don't know how to type this in. You are going to do top 29 divided by 25. And then you'll hit enter, and you get 1.16, which is what we got before. But I would recommend this method just because it's a lot easier and what we're going to do on the next example. So next example is where I need your most attention. So let me X out of this and I'm going to scroll on down. So writing a repeating decimal as a fraction. So why this is different is because if I were to change this 1.25 like that, repeating, if I were to make this an improper fraction or try the 1 and I know that 25 is in the hundredths place, and then I make this a improper fraction of 1 times 100 plus 25, 125 over 100, and then I go and I reduce that and all that jazz. If I were to actually type that into the calculator, oops, hold on, and did 125 divided by 100, that is 1.25. That is way different than 1.25 repeating. So this is why this part's going to be a little challenging for you guys, and so I need your attention, okay? So let's give this a good old college try, and I'm going to erase this. It'll let me. Okay, so what you're going to be doing is you're going to be writing an equation, all right? And when I say equation, you're starting like this. Let x equals 1.25252525, so forth, okay? That's the first kind of step. There's your equation. So there are 2 repeating digits after, like 2 repeating digits as in the 2 and the 5, the 2 and the 5. Those are 2 digits that are repeating. Therefore, when I go this equation, do it black so you know my original. This is my original equation. I'm going to multiply both sides by 100. Why? Because there's 2 digits, and then the square, like if you were to square 10, that's 100. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 100. All right, I'm going to draw a line so you know where I'm at. So on the left side, this reduces to 100x. And then if I were to type in my calculator, 1.25, and this takes forever. 1.25 times 100, I get 125. but be careful. Okay, is it 125? No, because really the next two digits are 0.25. Think about it, I should have really typed in 1.25252525 so forth times 100 to actually get the number that I wanted. So don't make that mistake that I just did on accident. So continuing this out, we simplify it. We did that. Booyah. Now we need to subtract the original equation. And this is what I forget to do sometimes. So make sure you don't make that mistake as well. So this is step 3, really. So we're going to subtract the original equation. And the original equation was x equals 1.25. So on my left side, I'm going to subtract an x. And then on the right side, I'm going to subtract a 1.25 with the line over it. Obviously, this kind of has a line over it as well. So 100x minus x is 99x. 1.25 repeating minus 1.25 repeating is 124. Okay, so now we're going to simplify. This is step 4 to solve for x. I'm going to scroll down just a little bit. To get x by itself, because that's what we're solving for, I need to divide both sides by 99. Okay, do not worry about doing 124 divided by 99. You'll get a decimal. You want it to be a fraction, so keep it in fraction form. Keep this as 124 all over 99. And then if you can simplify it from there, then do it. But in this case, let's see if we can actually, nope, I don't think we can reduce this. So this would be my final answer. If you feel like changing it into an improper fraction, then go for it. Or a mixed number, mixed fraction, then go for it. But I believe Big Ideas will accept it this way. So good luck. I would like for you at this point to go to the dynamic classroom and finish out the lesson on rational numbers and then continue on to your homework. If you have any questions, please reach out.